I don't see you anymore, but I see you on the
I'm hiding.
Oh, there you are.
Welcome back, everybody. Once again, you're listening to the Entrepreneurial Web. I'm your host, Jeremiah Fox, here with my guest, Sylvie Bertrand, owner of Le Paddock. And we are trying to figure this shit out, right?
Every day we wake up and think, okay, what can I do today to kind of help us, us meaning all of us, or us, Le Paddock, or the wait staff, or the cooks, or, anything.
Everybody.
Help
and
my
ourselves,
bank account.
And ourselves, yeah. So what I've been saying to people, because people are like, man, I'm going to come in, I'm going to support you, we'll buy dinner once a week. And I'm like, great. Just, I love your enthusiasm. And I'm just trying to be very clear with everybody and saying, what I want you to do is pick the 5 businesses you love the most in this neighborhood and patronize them a little throughout this whole time, and tell your 5 closest friends to do the same thing. Because that's how, if we have to do this alone, I'm expecting nothing, to be honest. Like, they're like, oh, you can get a 0% interest loan. I'm like, that's not going to help. I'll be paying it off for 5 years. I won't make any money. And by that point, shit, there could be another one of these crises. And then we're like, no.
That's the best example of how the help that's coming from above,
exactly.
not realistic at all. It's like, here's money for you to pay your employees while you're closed. And then when you open again, if you do, you have to pay that back. So that means you have double payroll when you're reopened.
Exactly.
And we can barely make one payroll as it is. Otherwise, I would pay everybody double already. It's like, this is not logical. So that's frustrating for sure.
Yeah. So that's been my conversation with people, just to be clear on how, like, I'm like, basically pick what you want to be around when this is all done.
And almost though like a survival show. Like
it is. This is totally survival. That's the thing that we have to be clear about. Is like, this isn't so like you and I make money, because that's gone.
That's a given.
Right?
That's not going to happen.
No, that's not. But as restaurant owners, like, we're used to going 3 months without making money. That definitely happens at times. But this is like what you want to see around here when this is all done. Like, you need to pick those businesses. And I say to people, like, if you don't have the means, if you're a freelancer or whatever, and you just lost like all your work for 6 months, stay at home. Don't patronize us. Like, we don't need you to suffer for us to survive.
Sure,
it's not about that. But there are people that are situated in a way that could, and they can tell their friends who are situated in a way that could. And it's like, it's really on, it's not 100% on them, because I don't want people to walk around with that pressure. And that's what I've tried to convey, is like, don't try to carry the weight of all this on your shoulders. Like, that's because you're going to burn out, that's going to get exhausted and boring soon, like that. You don't want that. We need to, I think, diversifying a little bit. It's like the Ray Dalio approach. Do you know Ray Dalio? Are you familiar with him?
No.
He's a very interesting thinker. You should check up on him. Yeah. No. He's like a, I guess hedge fund guy or something like that, but he's got an interesting approach. And I listen to the stuff he says from time to time, but he's always about like spreading it around. You have to have like super stable things. And then you can play a little bit, because something's going to come and go. Like, I'd love to hear what he's saying right now, because it's shit.
You should invite him to your show for next week.
Ray, you got to have like $1 billion to get in a room with him. Not going to happen. I got 1 billion loves, Ray. What about that? I got 1 billion hearts. So,
hear you.
Yeah. What else do you want to share with, a lot of people, especially in this community, will hear this? What else do you want to say? What's on your mind?
I want everybody to stay safe, of course. And I know that people are working remotely, and I'm so happy for them. And they're, as you were saying, people who, don't have a job now should just, they're struggling and surviving, trying to find a way to make a living.
In fact, I will make you some food if it's that bad. Like, if there's a way to help people as well.
We'll see how we can. We'll see what we can do eventually. Yeah. I want people to be aware of a small business in general, and you're going to see across your social media some petition. I know we don't know if it's going to work. Any petition may work or not, but I think, like you were saying earlier, like creating awareness of the world we are in terms of small business. And, holding the curtain and being transparent about what it is that we have to do to survive can only be helpful. And, if there's any kind of more awareness of that, I would really appreciate that, because maybe it will change the way the big shots are thinking about how to help us. I doubt it, but it cannot.
No, I'm not relying on that.
Not holding my breath, that's for sure, because I'll be dead before
right.
that.
I'm thinking more in a way of how can we help ourselves? How can we help each other? Because there is where we might not be able to, change oil prices or fix the environment. There are a lot of things we can do more at the local level. One of the reasons why you open your own business is to, you play a little part in your own destiny, right? And this is no different. We're just folding more people. I did speak to a lawyer yesterday who is participating in, he's been a tenants' rights activist and lawyer for many, many decades. And he's participating in a town hall today, a virtual town hall. They're addressing first private property owners. Like if you live in your home, mortgage, not forgiveness, like, oh, you don't have to pay your mortgage.
No, they're waived for 3 months, I think.
Yeah, delaying it. And then the next attack would be for renters, and they're trying to fold in something for business owners as well in that time. But it seems like people that own buildings, they're not going to be messed with. If like you own a building, but you just rent everything out, that the moment there's nothing on the table. So that would apply to anybody that rents an apartment in a building that your landlord doesn't live in. If it's not like a private home and you live there and your landlord rents half of it to you or whatever. And then of course, all commercial, there's been no talk of any sort of kind of relief on that regard, but it's early. I mean, the one thing I know we can't do is panic and start making heavy decisions now, heavy commitments, because nobody knows. Nobody knows what the hell is
and we're just trying to, I don't know about you, but we're so caught up since Monday in just the basic survival of doing whatever we need to do. Like it takes the whole day just to stay informed, read the news, read all the emails, look for resources, talk to your whole staff, talk to people around you, and then open for business and try to do everything.
Right. And smile.
It's really, I'm still just basically at that survival level still. I think it's only been 4 days. Right. And also the uncertainty is really, difficult, because you can't really plan anything in a way. Who knows? Yeah. I'm not going to order tons and tons of food if I don't know for sure that I'm going to do delivery for the next, So we're using the dry goods we have and selling the wine we have, and for now. So it's really basic still, and hopefully within a few days we'll know more, and then we can start to think more as a community what can be done.
Now I'm trying to assess things in 5-day increments and see how the flow is going. I'm like, okay, I'll give it 5 days, and if after that 5 days it's like, okay, we can keep going, I'll give it 5 more. And if there's a point where it's just like this isn't working, or where the government says you must stop, then obviously we'll assess then and see what.
I think New York City won't be the only city on the planet where at the
you can still get a pizza.
Pizza will still be considered essential services. It's not,
Bensonhurst, where are you at? We need you to be like, what the fuck, man? Can I get a pie? Seriously, get out the baseball bats, guys. Yeah, man, it's time to do it.
It's not just pizza. It's everything. I'm talking about pizza.
I know.
We have some. It's not. It's the basic. New Yorkers have small kitchen. They have small cupboards. Most of them don't know how to really cook that great, and it's cramped. Families are cramped, and they're just gonna need to have that essential service.
So we're gonna have to wrap up. Can you tell people how they can contact your business for some food real quick before we close out?
Well, you can call us at oh my god,
you don't know the phone number?
718. I'm not sure. I don't know my phone number. The paddockbrooklyn.com is the website. You can buy a gift certificate there if you want to. You can follow us on social media. Every day we post the new thing we're doing. If there's something new, we prefer call in for takeout orders. Right. It's more for us. And we're doing our best, and we love the support we've been getting, and it's giving us a lot of hope, considering the situation. So we really appreciate it.
Well, I've always enjoyed seeing you. Never before have I wanted to see you more.
I know.
I want to see you every day. I want to pass by you, because that's that sign of life. So hopefully, we'll probably see each other in a minute. It's weird doing this from across
we
the
can
street,
talk like live on each sidewalk.
Yeah.
But thank you for inviting me and the paddock. And it's a great moment for us.
I really appreciate you, and thank you for everything.
Thank you.
All right, everybody.
Good luck.
Enjoy your weekend. Stay healthy. Stay safe. This will be the norm for now. Stay tuned for more. You're listening to the Entrepreneurial Web. Peace out.
Bye.